So we're using normal table salt. I'm gonna pour a little bit here. I'm gonna crush it until we have a powdery texture to it. Okay, so we want the texture just like this, a little bit powdery. You don't want any granules on your when you feel it in your fingers. You want a pure powder. Once you finish up with this, take some transparent paper, dump it here. After you do this, just put it in the main salt beaker. Okay, so I cleaned the assembly set for the 3/4 salt sleeves with some ethanol and just some paper towels. Now we're gonna get this ready for pressurizing. I'm gonna have to use lubricant. This is what we're using for the salt sleeve. I'm just gonna show you how you apply this. So for the big die, we just go on top usually. You want to be a little bit generous with the lubricant. Just want to make sure also that you can have this little bit of a smooth surface going on. You can know that you're doing a good job by that. I'm spraying the inside of the ring and the outside too. I'm gonna let it dry, of course. Smooth surface. Last one, inside and outside. Now we're gonna let it dry. We're gonna let it dry for like a minute or so, just to make sure you don't have that little bit of a liquidy feeling to it. Okay. So we're just gonna start making the salt sleeve now. Just gonna make sure we're all good to go here. I just started put down there. Now we're gonna add. We should be adding 3.6 grams, but in this case, I'm gonna do half of 3 sets, half of 3 NaCl sleeves, which is not 3.6. It will be 5.4. You can do 3.6 if you wish, but 5.4 for me is less time intensive. So we're a little bit over here. Just about right. Now we have we're gonna just add this to the assembly. First, we want to just add. First, we put down the ring, then this piece. Then we're gonna add the dye on top. Then we add the salt. It's gonna be easier if you fold it with an X. You're gonna have a little bit of leftover here. Just gonna push this down. Nothing left over. Now we're gonna add this piece. If you have difficulty pushing it down, just turn it, flip it over. Let's see. We had right the first time. This is the right side. I'm gonna push this down a little bit. We're gonna add that to the pressurizer. Okay, so we're gonna for the salt sleeves in the first process, we're gonna use this piece. There's a little slot here. We can just screw it inside. Let's see here. Okay. Make sure it's tight. Now, I'm gonna make sure we put this lever here. Try to push it a little bit. There's a little bit of an edge to it. Okay. We're gonna make sure we have enough oil. Open. Looks like we have just enough, but if you want to add like a little bit more, like increase the level, we just unlock this and press this just a little bit until like the level we want exactly. But now it's okay, so we don't have to do anything.
It's important that the rod inside is covered with oil.
Yes.
Close it off.
We're closing it, and then we're gonna put it always to vent. Now we're gonna add the assembly here. Make sure we're like right down the middle. Make sure this piece is right down the middle. Let's lock these, of course. And then at first you can use this button just to get it down enough. But once it's really close, use the lever just for safety. We want the pressure to be between 7,000 and 7,500. The closer it's to 7,500, the better. Oh yeah, once we get close to 7,000, we want to go a little bit slower on the lever. Just enough so it's 7,000, or close to 7,500. Now it's like perfect. Once we got it to that point, we just press start. That's not fun. We want it to 5 minutes. Okay, so the timer just stopped. We stopped it. So to release the pressure, we just go here, release it, wait for the piece to go up. Simply take out the base, and we're going to change this piece. So to push this part down. We're going to use this one. Great. Once we change, lock this lever again back into place. And then we're just gonna push this down. Now, of course, you really have to get this one down to the middle so this piece can go inside. What I usually do is go really close to the edge, push it down a little bit, lift this up as I push it down with the lever. So now it's okay. Now it's inside. Now this is gonna push down that little tube with the salt sleeve attached to it down, and we're just gonna take out that sleeve. It takes a little bit of a while.
Initially, the pressure will rise up, but then it should be at zero as you push through.
Okay. Same again. I'm gonna release pressure. We have the salt sleeve right here. Looks white and nice. Now, to remove this, you're gonna know if you've lubricated it enough or not. If it releases easily. For this one, we lubricated pretty nice. Just came off really easy with ease. Let's see the salt sleeve. Came out nicely. So that was perfect lubrication. Now, just to make sure, this is a 5.4 gram salt sleeve. Let's just check that. Yeah, again, we're doing this. This is a 5.4 gram one. So to do an experiment, you need 3 of the 3.6 gram ones. This is a 5.4, which is 1.5 of an experiment, so to speak. So you only need to do 2 of these to do an experiment, whereas if you use the 3.6 one, you'll need 3. Okay, so once we're done, of course we have a white NaCl sleeve, which is good. That means we cleaned the set perfectly. Now we're just gonna put it inside this oven right here. This is our storage. We just put it like whatever. Okay, so just what we have remaining is pushing out these two, separating them, these two pieces. So we just went to the tools drawer, which is just like in the other side of the lab. Let's take 2 pieces of these little like wrench pieces, whatever they're called. We're just gonna bang these to separate the lower piece. See? So thankfully we did good lubrication, so it just came out easily. We just pulled it apart, and there you have it. Okay, so we just finished making one set of or one NaCl sleeve. So after every sleeve we have to clean. So let's take for example this tube. So any hole we have to clean the hole, and any outside wall we have to clean that. Except for the dye, we don't usually use the outside walls, so we don't have to really clean it. Better to do so though. So let's start from the inside. I usually do this little technique where I go in the tube and spin a little paper towel so it just grazes the inside wall. And just keep going until it comes out the other side. And I usually do this 3 to 4 times. The more the better, to be honest, so that your sleeves become whiter and less with less grime and orange with less of that orange color. Okay, just so you can get an idea of the cleanliness, just look at it has to be shiny, generally good cleanliness, no blemishes. Try to reduce the presence of the NaCl, of course. And then we're just gonna put them in one of these boxes, preferably the ones that say 3/4 salt on the label. And yeah, you're pretty much done with cleaning. And of course, when you want to use this again, be sure to clean it before using it, just in case. Okay, so now we're just gonna clean this grinder right here. First, we're gonna just need some sand. This is the bottle. So first, we're just gonna add some ethanol here. Clean this right here. Quick. Also gonna clean this. Then I'm gonna add some salt. Sand. Add some ethanol to the mix, and then we're gonna grind that just to get in the crevices. And then just gonna clean this off. Rinse it off one more time with ethanol. And you're set. Just we're gonna do one last wipe, just to make sure there isn't any more residue of the sand. Now we're just gonna put this back where we found it, which is basically right here.